Hey, welcome to the next day. I'm JD with the Next RV Life, and this is a continuation of my project that I was giving you the recap of yesterday. I'm going to remove the pucks from the Ford puck system, and they are going to cut holes in there to actually install this B&W trailer hitch, fifth wheel hitch. So first off, I want to apologize here. Being in Georgia, it's hard to find somewhere that's out of the sun in the evenings, and then when it's out of the sun, you get cicadas singing to you all day. So besides the evening traffic as well. So this is one of the perils of having to work a full-time job and only being able to squeeze in a small amount of time to actually do some video work. So what we're going to do today is we are going to use my trusty little Sharpie here so that we can draw circles around the puck locations. And I'll explain that here. What we're going to do is we're going to heat up. This is just a 2-inch conduit. I'm going to heat it up. Once it actually gets hot enough, I'm going to use it as a stamp inside the carpeting, hoping that's going to melt the carpeting so it'll be a nice, perfectly round circle. So that's the plan. We'll see it in action in a few minutes. But I do have gloves to keep me nice and safe so that I don't burn my hands. I'm also using some vice grips so I don't actually have to touch the hot metal. But to bore you with doing this piecemeal in real time, I'm actually going to go ahead and set up some, do some time lapse. So hopefully it'll make it a little bit more enjoyable to watch me scrambling around and try to figure out if this is really working or not. So anyhow, I will probably cut every so often just to give you a recap of what's going on. But hey, let's get to it. This is working better than I anticipated. Once I get my coupler here up to temperature, it's just a little bit of rotation back and forth, and it comes out in a perfect circle. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Release, quit blocking. All right, let's get this guy back up to temperature and we'll show you. That's pretty close. There you go, easy as that. So, quite happy. By the time I pull the carpet taut like it's supposed to be, then once I pull the carpet taut, that'll be nice and centered. So now I can go ahead and put the hitch over top of this guy. So, awesome. I'm glad that worked out. I love it when a plan comes together. We got some perfectly round holes here. So, excited. All right, looks good. Let's see. All right, the cicadas are driving me nuts. They're so loud. So basically, cut out the 4 circles, pretty much exactly like I wanted. The parts of the base were perfectly 2-inch round, went in those spots. They're not pulling on the carpet. They went in there solid. There's a little bit of play in the carpet, so it's not pinching it, but it is off. I set the base, so the rest of it is setting the rest of the hitch. We've seen that before on some others, but I'm running out of daylight and the nature is singing to me. So I just want to let people know that if they do have a carpeted bed like this one, or if they do want to add carpeting to it, it's nice contour of the truck, and then it's got, you're able to put this hitch in, and the bonus thing is when I put this, if I need to take the hitch out, I can easily put the plugs in through the same holes without ever having to remove the carpeting. So worked out awesome. Okay, spoiler alert, I am not a very good YouTuber yet. I've got a lot to learn, and one of the things I learned is that a year ago, that footage that you just saw, that nice continuous footage where I did the install of the B&W hitch, well, that footage is gone. It disappeared somewhere. So with that, since I can't show you the initial install, what I thought I'd do is take a moment here to show you how to take the hitch out of the truck if you needed to, and how to do maintenance on the actual, really only the head really requires any maintenance. But there are 2 rubber mount points here, right here, that take some of that friction away. Those do get lubricated, and then the jaws, basically, they get a little bit of, basically it's axle grease or out of a car grease, and then also there's one zert or one little fitting underneath there that you can actually put in that allows for some pivot points as well, so or allows grease on those pivot points. So since I can't show you that footage, I'm going to do the next best thing. So basically, there's 2 little cotter pin keys here. They're right there. That comes off, and I've already just recently done this maintenance, but I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly what I need to do. But here it is. All these do, there's 2 handles here, and that just lifts up. And that's as easy it is to take that. So here's the 2 mounting points right here. I use the white lithium grease on there. That's what they recommend. You just put a couple of sprays on there. I don't even use the straw here. I just spray it on. It's nice and easy there. Again, there's one fitting underneath here. Let's see if we'll show this guy up here. Right here is the fitting. Grease guns goes in, it squirts in, and you'll see, it's hard to tell, there's these 2 access points right here. Grease goes in and fills that all out. So I have a rubber glove that I keep my grease fitting from getting all nasty. But then that's my little maintenance kit that I keep together. Then underneath here, I'm locking C-clip or whatever this is called. I don't know, they're pretty common, but it basically locks in like that, and you just, a little tension and unloosens. Just turn these. And once you get those perpendicular to the way the truck runs, basically you can pick it up and turn it. So once you get that base out, now you can see actually where I put those 4 points in. Okay, so actually the hitch, the B&W hitch does have adjustments here. Basically these blocks come through here, and you can have different height settings. I've got mine set to the very highest point here, and then these blocks of screw-in material make it extremely sturdy. So this is on, again, the highest setting right now. And then these are the points, the access points that go into the truck and mount into the truck. There's really no maintenance on these, although, I see a little bit of water has gotten in there before, but for the most part, cutting the circles that I did worked perfect here. And then literally it takes 30-45 seconds to take this entire hitch out of the truck if you needed to. So I'm really happy about that. So if you did have the hitch out, you know, I've only had to remove it one time to get one big piece of furniture in here, but that's the only time I've ever had to do it. But basically you turn those settings out and it pretty much sets right into itself with very little fanfare. It should go through. You use your little, I don't know, C-clamp, D-clamp, little tensioner, pops in there. I know a lot of people use locks on here to make sure that nobody can steal either their hitch or their hitch and their attached RV. I have a locking tonneau cover, so I don't normally worry about that. But again, these little clips. Okay, the head is it's easily attached. Comes down, goes over top like that. It's pretty much attached just by gravity. Then these pins go in, and again, these little clips just go in to ensure that these pins cannot come out. And that's it. The only other thing is putting a little bit of grease on these fittings, and I try to force it into this, you know, this hinge a little bit. That's just to add a little bit more lubricant to keep anything from rusting or having issues with sand or dirt or dust. So, but for the most part, I've had zero problems with this B&W hitch. Getting it in through the carpeting was really the only challenge that I had. Once I got it in and attached, it's so simple, you know, open up the jaws and I back it right into the pin, and you know, this closes. There's a locking pin over here, put that in, lock that in, and I am set for travel. And I've absolutely, I can't find anything wrong with it that that I could talk bad about. It's been a great hitch. So, and doing the maintenance on this is really a 2-minute job. Really, it's just a couple of pins. You don't need any tools at all. You just need a little bit of lithium grease and some normal car grease with a gun for application. So really, it's been extremely just a workhorse and doing everything I need it to. And if you do need to take it out, it comes off in 2 different pieces. It is a bit on the hefty side, so you know, you take out the one piece, but you can take this apart in 45 seconds. So it's nice and easy. So again, I'm not sponsored by anyone, but I am very happy with my purchase of the B&W Companion hitch. So I want to thank you so much for staying with me. Again, if you can, subscribe below and give me a thumbs up and any comments. I'm still learning this stuff. I shall get better, I promise. But this is it. Thanks so much. We'll see you again. I'm JD from Next RV Life.